Hollywood continues to condemn the AI actress that has become a big controversy.
That's right. AI actress Tilly Norwood made her debut this weekend during a panel at the Zurich Film Festival. Take a look at your screen if you haven't seen her yet. Creators told the panel that Norwood is already attracting multiple talent agencies. The announcement is getting fierce backlash, though, from actors, with many worried about how AI could reshape the industry.
We're joined live in studio by Elaine Low, staff writer for The Ankler, with more on what all of this means. And there's other news out this morning that now there's an AI director. Right. We've seen AI in other places like script writing. Is this something we just have to learn to coexist with here living in Hollywood?
I mean, maybe a little. It's a rapidly evolving technology, and everyone's sort of figuring out in real time what the parameters are, how much AI can be a creative companion versus how much it winds up sucking the creativity out of Hollywood. And so Hollywood itself is in a negotiation with itself in real time, because there are people in the industry who are already using AI. Sometimes, you know, people find it in more alarming ways, sometimes in more mundane ways.
Yeah, and with the strikes, of course, we saw this is what people were worried about. I don't think they're worried about collaboration. I think they're worried that this actually takes their jobs as actors. How much of a threat is that?
So this was such an issue on the front lines of the writers and actors strikes just 2 years ago. And the funny thing is, well, not the funny thing, but the thing is, it was more of an abstraction back then, right? It was like, well, is AI the thing that
like
you should
happen?
Right?
But
yeah, maybe not.
Now we see it.
Now we see it, and the technology again is just moving so fast that you see major agencies that are using AI tools to do script coverage, to summarize scripts, to come up with casting suggestions. There's an industry standard animation software that's beta testing some AI tools. So it is being incorporated into the fabric of Hollywood in real time. You know, but you look at the state of the job market these days, when the production bubble has burst, we're not at 600 peak TV scripted shows anymore, and there are just fewer jobs out there for writers and actors. Right. And so now they're, you know, looking at a job market that's shrinking, and you bring in the idea of AI actors.
Yeah.
Well, that's, you know, you just said something that struck me, because initially you hear like, oh, AI can suggest actors to a studio, right? And at first you're like, okay, well, that helps kind of whittle it down. That could make it easier. But then think of all the other actors and actresses out there who it used to be trying to get their big break in front of human beings. So it changes the whole business development part of it.
Oh, totally. And you think about the entry level part of it too, right? Like, the idea of AI is that it can streamline a lot of the smaller repetitive tasks, a lot of the entry level work, and you know, that can be helpful to some artists. But then you also consider, who are the people who are doing the grunt work? A lot of times it's people who are just trying to get their foot in the door in the industry. So how does that change the pipeline and the accessibility to the entertainment industry now?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's the question, though. What does this mean for the future of Hollywood? And is it too late? I guess you can't put the genie back in the bottle for actors and writers who were protesting this. Now that it's happened, how do you go backward and say, well, we don't want them to replace us if they're already here?
Exactly. And, you know, in that SAG-AFTRA contract from 2 years ago, there was something about something called synthetic performers, which Tilly Norwood is. That means a performer that's based on AI, that isn't based on any parts. You know, there's something also called digital replicas, which was in that contract, where, let's say you want to use Jennifer Aniston's eyes, or, you know, Brad Pitt's mouth. Like, those actors have to give their consent, and they have to get compensated for it. But synthetic performers is kind of a whole other level removed from that.
Let's read what the company that created Tilly Norwood had to say. They say, Tilly Norwood is not a replacement for a human being, a creative work, a piece of art. I see AI not as a replacement for people, but as a new tool, a new paintbrush, just as animation, puppetry, or CGI open fresh new possibilities without taking away from live acting. What do you think about the company's statement on Tilly Norwood? Is it reassuring to anyone?
Well, in theory, when we're talking about new technology, that is the best case scenario argument, right? It will help you in some way. It will help the human creator in some way. But I think AI is such a different technology than anything that's come before it. It's not mechanical. It's not a one, you know, step thing. It's something that seems to have some sort of sentience or something of its own, which I think is what gives people alarm.
Here's my thing, though. If I'm going to go sit down and watch a movie, I want a human. Right? Like, you sometimes get those emotional moments where they talk about, you know, there's some improv that happens, or the comedy, you know, especially when it comes to comedies and that type of thing. Do you think audiences will really accept this and be willing to pay what we're now paying to go to the theater to see something that's just created by technology?
I think there's going to be a curiosity about it, and I also wonder if people were having that same conversation about CGI versus practical effects, you know, 30 years ago.
And with some Instagram videos, I feel technology savvy. I don't know the difference in a real person and AI, so will we even know the difference at some point to protest? I don't know. Elaine, Thank you for explaining all this. This is obviously the beginning and, you know, has lots of implications for people in the industry.
Interesting stuff. Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you.